Hello everyone, my name is Mike. Welcome again to Wisdom Share. Today we will talk about outliers in statistics analysis. Well, those who have studied statistics, they know what I'm talking about, outliers. Well, in statistics, what are outliers? Outliers are those mostly gives problems to our statistics and analysis. So, for example, in a class of grade 7 middle school, the average age is 12. What it means is there are some students there with 11 years old, 12 years old, some maybe 13, but there's also a possibility that there's a 10-year-old student. There's also a possibility that there's a 15-year-old student in that classroom. Now, 10-year-old is extremely younger and 15 is extremely older. So you can see, but most of the students are between 11 and 12. So 15-year-old and 10-year-old, these are called outliers. Well, okay, they give problems in statistics. And when do we drop or keep the outliers in our regression analysis or statistics analysis? Well, okay, situation number one is when the outlier was entered incorrectly. So when it's entered incorrectly, for example, a 12-year-old student, years was entered 21 instead of 12, that outlier will give problems, drop it. So that's situation one. Situation number two is when after your regression analysis, it does not change the results of your analysis, but it affects your assumption. In that case, you may drop the outlier, but at least in your footnote, you're gonna have to explain that why you dropped this outlier. For example, saying, okay, it affected the assumptions, but it did not change the results. All right. Situation three is when the outlier affects both results and assumptions. In this case, do not drop the outlier. All you need to do is either to rerun the regression, run two regression, one without an outlier and one with an outlier. This is what you need to do. And situation four is when the outlier creates significance. It means it's statistically significant. The number, whether is at 1% or 5% or at 10%, but whether it's negative or positive, but it gives significance. In that case, drop the outlier. What it means is that it is giving false information that Y is affected by X, or there is relationship between Y and X. So drop that one because that's wrong information. Now, what do you do if you don't have to drop the outliers? First, you're gonna have to use transformation. We call it transformation is using log or using the square root. Why? What does it do when you use square root and log? Because log and square root pulls out high numbers. So in that case, you can see even the percentage in the value of the coefficient changes. All right, and also it can make the assumption work better on if the outlier is a dependent variable. It can also avoid or reduce the impact of a single point if the outlier is an independent variable. So I hope you understand. Next time we're going to show it with data and with examples. Thank you very much.